everyone, and welcome to this interesting session where I'll explain you the step-by-step process to install Xampp server. Now, the world of web development could not have been what it is without the Xampp. It is one bundle of a web server application, database, and scripting language. So, before we move to the installation step, let's understand what exactly is Xampp. So Xampp is an abbreviation where X stands for cross-platform, A stands for Apache, M stands for MariaDB, P stands for PHP, and the last P stands for Perl. So Xampp is one of the best Apache distribution that helps web developers create a local web server for testing and deployment purpose. It was designed to be one of the easiest ways to install and run a development server, and it is the most complete package. Now to install Xampp server, what you need to do is go to Google and you need to Google install Xampp server. So the first thing which you'll get is the Apache Friends link. So just click on that link and you'll be redirected to the download page where you'll have the option to download it for Windows, Linux, or the Mac OS. Now, since this is a Windows system and the steps are almost the same, so I'm going to execute this on Windows. So let's download the latest version, which is the 7.3.6 PHP, and we'll download the 64-bit. So it might take a while to download this. So I've already downloaded this file though, so let me open the executable file. I'll pause this download. So as you can see here, I have already downloaded this file. So let me just click on the executable file. So guys, if you have a password, just type in the password to install any of the applications. So this is not a very long process, but it takes around 10 to 15 minutes to install the Xampp server. And since it's something that has a bundle of all the various aspects and of web development, like we have the server, the databases, various databases, we have the PHP My Admin, which is the administration department where you can monitor the SQL databases and the PHP and the every other code you have there. So you'll get some warnings, but don't worry, these warnings are nothing. So again, this will pop up a setup page. You just need to click on the next. Now this is an important page or the important pop-up box where you need to select the components, whatever you want to install here. So for example, for server, Apache is a must. Then you have MySQL, FileZilla, you have the Mercury mail server, you have Tomcat server. Now all of these servers play a different role for different purposes. It's better you install all of them. It's not that heavy and it will not affect your computer as much as any other applications out there. So for programming languages, you have PHP and Perl, and other programming languages, you have the PHP My Admin, which is the administration part. We have the Webalizer and the fake send mail. Now, I don't know what this fake send mail is, so if you know what it is and what it does, let us know in the comment section below. Click on the next. Now, you will be redirected to this page, and here you need to select the path where you need to install it. And again, then confirm by using next. Now, this will open a web page the moment you start the installation, so don't worry about that. Now, the setup is not ready. Just click on the next button and it will start the installation process. Now, this installation might take around 5 to 10 minutes depending upon the speed and the internet connection you have. They are unpacking a lot of packages and installing them. So Bitnami backed this Xampp products, the Xampp server. It helps installation of all the different aspects, any other third-party application you want, like any other extension you want for Xampp, you can install it, and you get a lot of free installers. As you can see here, you have the WordPress, you have the Joomla, Drupal. Now, once the installation is done, it is going to create an uninstaller. So in future, if you want to uninstall the Xampp server, when you're done with it, you just need to click on the uninstaller, and that will uninstall every files that they have installed in your system. So it's almost at 75% now, and anytime now this will turn to 100%. So you get this final dialog box when the installation is complete. And then again, it will ask, do you want to start the control panel, which is the Xampp control panel. So let's click on the finish button here. And you just need to select the language here. So I'm going to select English. And voila, you have Xampp installed in your system. So one more important thing here is to understand what exactly this control panel does. So on the left hand side, as you can see here, we have the models. We have the Apache, MySQL, FileZilla, Mercury, Tomcat. You have the PIDs, you have the ports, which is the process IDs. You have the actions when you can start this particular service. You have the configuration, the logs. Now, if you want to start the Apache, we'll just click on the start button here. So as you can see here, it started on port 80, 443. Now to understand these ports, just click on the netstat, because a lot of times what happens is that some other application might be running on this port, and since that port is occupied, Apache will run on some other port. So just click on the netstat, you'll get to know the addresses and the ports and what exactly is running on these ports, as you can see here. You can click on the refresh if you have made any changes. About the changes, so if you want to customize on which port you want to run which service, so let me just click on the stop button here. You need to click on this config button and just click on the Apache httpd.config. So what it'll do is open a text file for you which contains the configuration and the various details of the particular service what you're using. So as you can see here, we have the listen 80, which is running on the 80 port. Now you can customize this, as in if you can make it 8080, change the same one here. You want to run it on this port, click on file, click on save, cross this and just start it again. Now this time, as you can see here, it's running on the port 8080. Now this can be done to all the services which are there present in the control panel. It's not just limited to Apache. And this is also useful if you know which ports you are dealing with and you're too much into configuration and you know how the backend works. And if you want to change the port on which a particular service is running. So basically, initially it runs on 80, but a lot of time it happens that any other application is running on that port. So you need to change it to another port that you are familiar with. And since if that port is occupied, the control panel will shift to another port automatically. But if you want to customize it, just click on the config and change it to whichever port you need. So I'm going to revert it back to 80, which was the original one by default. Now if again I start Apache, as you can see here, is started on the port 80 itself. You can do the same to MySQL. I'm going to start MySQL now. So again, this will ask for a security alert. Just allow the access to whichever communication you need, as in public networks, and you want to use it for private networks also, you just click on allow access. And then again, if you have a password, Windows will ask you for a password. So as you can see, MySQL is running on 3306, and you can check it here. As you can see, MySQL is running here on 3306. The Apache is running on 80. Let me just stop all of these. So guys, that is how you install the Xampp server in easy 3-4 steps. So guys, if you have any questions regarding this session, please feel free to mention it in the comment section below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to know more about all of these technology related videos, subscribe to our channel. Till then, thank you and happy learning.